So never in a million years did I think I'd be making a video of me drawing to put on my interpreting channel, but here we are. So today I was going to show everyone how to draw a mandala. So when you're drawing a mandala, first, I really like to use graph paper because I feel like it makes everything a lot easier. And I apologize for my hands being messed up. My cat attacked my hand because my cat loves me. So you start in the center, and usually I like to start with like some kind of circle. You can start with like flower petals, whatever you want. So the whole goal is you just kind of repeat whatever you decide you're going to do for each step. You can do them in fours, you can do them in, so I'm doing like these little flower petals. So like you see how I start in the center and just work my way out. I mean, you could keep doing flower petals if you wanted. And this is why I really like the graph paper, because it makes me stay more symmetrical. And then you can, oh, I like to do teardrops too. Doing some skinny teardrops. And this is actually really great to do with kids. I do this with my stepson sometimes. And he just repeats the actions that I do, but then at a certain point he kind of gets it and just starts to do whatever he wants to do. Hey, let's do some big teardrops. I don't know, I just feel like some teardrops today. I wonder what that says about me. Maybe I'm sad. No, I'm joking. So we got some teardrops. I mean, that's already looking kind of cool. And then you can kind of go back to the petals. Oh no, see, look, it's okay if you mess up. Here, we'll do this. This is gonna look a little bit weird. But, see, I messed up. But you don't have to be like, oh no, I messed up. I have to throw away the whole thing and start over again. No. You just kind of go with it. Sorry, my allergies are really bothering me today. Oh my god, this looks so cool. Ooh, okay. So then you can even like do like some of these guys, do like little diamonds. Yeah, I like that. And I mean, sometimes you'll do something thinking it's gonna look good and then it doesn't, but that's okay. Because no one's gonna focus on all these little details that you have here. It's all part of the whole. So that's what we got first. So I'm gonna center this a little bit more because, oh, no, I don't think I can center it anymore. Oh well, okay. So then, let's see, maybe I'll try and do what I was originally trying to do, and this could actually end up looking horrible, who knows. Okay, so where the little ones are. Oh, yep, see, this is where I start. As you start getting away from the center, you start getting a little less consistent. That's okay. I'm sure as Bob Ross would say, they're happy little accidents, right? So it's looking kind of square. I don't like it when they look square. So to make it less square, I'll just add these guys. Oh, yep, see there I messed up. That's okay. It's alright. Messed up there again, but that's okay. And it still looks cool. And then, ooh, I like doing swirlies, so let's find some swirlies. So I'll go ahead and add some swirlies in here. Swirl. Swirl. So we're doing them on the, so I find it, you find your little points of reference and kind of go from there. So big drops, doing swirls from the big drops. Swirl. 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 Ooh, that's looking cool. Then you can always add circles. So I'm going to add circles next to these teardrops. Just kind of Again, using the lines as a guide if you have graph paper. If not, that's cool too. Sometimes I don't do them with graph paper. Sometimes I'll even be waiting for an appointment with a patient. And, you know, I'll just be bored. My phone will be close to dying. I'm just going to do this. And sometimes, yeah, I'll just be waiting for an appointment and my phone's about to be dying. And I mean, granted, these days, I admittedly don't bring my notebook as much as I mean, I would always bring my notebook before, but these days in the COVID times, it's difficult to sanitize. So I don't bring my notebook with me anymore, sadly. I just try to be better at remembering. Alright, so where do we want to go from here? So I like adding some like solid lines in some places. You know, it would be really cool, I think. Just color in these. Because that really gives it some contrast and some depth. Look, I am an artist now. And you know, I honestly, even though I'm kind of going back in and coloring these, sometimes I like to leave them like where you have like these little dots. I don't know if you can see it, but some of them aren't completely colored in, and I honestly really like that look. So I'm just going to leave it that way. Now that I'm looking at it on the computer, because I'm kind of drawing at a weird angle, this looks kind of crooked, but whatever. Mandalas are like people. They're all different. Maybe I could be Bob Ross. Maybe that's my future career here. Alright. And then sometimes you can just outline stuff. You know, if I am ever at a loss as to what to do, I'll just outline what I already have. Oh, that was a sad outline, but that's okay. Oh, can I just say, I'm normally better at these, but doing it at this angle is very strange. I have a very strange setup with my camera right now. And let's see, what am I going to do from here? You can do circles or half circles. So I'm going to start doing some half circles here. Half circle, half circle, half circle, another half circle, half circle. I tend to get kind of sing-songy when I'm drawing, which is good. That means it's working, right? It's lifting my mood. Not that my mood was in a bad place today, thankfully. And yeah, I'm on. I think doing like a little like star in these guys. These little weird. Sometimes you don't even have names for these shapes. They're just little thingies, little swoop-de-doops. Now, what do I want to put in there? This almost seems like a good spot for a giant circle. I'm sorry, guys and gals. And non-gender conforming folks. I'm a very weird person. You can even like do like one of these. Do like boop, 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 little scallops. Boop, 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 boop. It's fun to make noises when you're doing this. Boop, 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 boop. See, look, those are so imperfect. It's not even funny. So it's okay. Again, I am so sorry. My allergies are so bad today. But this is like, you know, it's meditative. There's a reason why. I don't know if you've seen them, but Buddhist monks will actually do intricate mandala designs out of sand. And then what they'll do is they'll put them in like a public place. Now there was actually one, when Obama was president, there was actually one that they placed in the White House. And then after a certain amount of time, they let it be exposed to the elements and they just let it blow away. So they spend all this time working on it and they just let it blow away. Sometimes they even let people walk over them. Sometimes it's even like a ceremony that they do. And the reason why they do that is, as with many symbolic things in Buddhism, it's supposed to represent impermanence, the impermanence of the physical form, um, things like that. So that's the reason for them doing mandalas, but the reason why we're doing mandalas here is just kind of like a meditative practice. Really just doodling, just centering ourselves. So yeah, I'm gonna do another teardrop because I feel like it. Now I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do them in the 4 cardinal directions. Yeah. And something else I like to do that's really strange is I'll do like half finished shapes like this. And I'm just gonna bring them out because I feel like it. Bring that one down a little bit. Yeah. And then you can kind of do one of these and then bring it up into a point. Yes, we're doing more of those petals. I like petals. Petals are fun. Ooh. But why did I do that? Oh, whatever. You know. People make mistakes. Life is a mistake. Sometimes. But that's okay. We make mistakes as interpreters, don't we? I mean, it sucks when we do it. But, you know, the mark of a good interpreter is you don't get tripped up by your mistakes. You just fix them. So, what do? Oh, let's go back. Just when in doubt, petals out. Make big petals. This reminds me of jasmine from Mid-Latin. I'm sorry, I'm dating myself here. I was a 90s baby. And that's a really funny thing about mandalas sometimes too, is you never know what random things you're gonna think about. And a lot of times they're just really random, silly things. They're not even... I can't think of the time that I've ever done a mandala where I start thinking about my problems. Most of the time when I'm doing mandalas, I just think about random silly things. And then you can even do, ooh, baby. Some sexy lines. Wait till you see what I'm going to do with these. I have a whole plan. We'll see how this plan works out. I mean, I think it's going to look good, but... Oh gosh. As they say, the best laid plans... It's okay if I do that. You'll see what I'm doing. As they say sometimes, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. That's okay. Even if our plan goes awry, at the end of the day, it's just a mandala. And funny story, when I interpret psych, a lot of times they don't let me bring inpatient psychiatry or behavioral health. They don't let me bring my phone. So sometimes, and a lot of times I'm there for like 5-6 hours. And when I go, I really like to, this is something I notice a lot of interpreters don't do. My patients, I like to sit by them. I like to be near them. Because honestly, part of the treatment of going to these places isn't just participating in group therapy sessions, it's also the interactions that you have with other people who are there. And while we're not supposed to have discussions with our patients, and I generally discourage that, I generally say, well, I'm just here in case you need me, in case, you know, you have an interaction with someone that needs to be interpreted. I'll start interpreting conversations, of course, but sometimes I'll just be sitting there with my patient and, I don't want us to sit there chit-chatting because that's a breach of the interpreter code of ethics. I really can't be doing that. But sometimes I'll just break out my notebook and start doodling, and my patient will sit there and watch me. And later on, there was actually one patient where they had a group therapy session where they were talking about things that they found relaxing or calming, things that they found to help them with their anxiety. And my patient said, as an example, when they asked, what are some things that you can do to relax? Something one of my patients said was actually watching someone draw. And I kind of, interpreted, and I looked at my patient and they looked at me and they smiled, and it was really funny that they were there for, of course, mental health issues, but they found me drawing very, very relaxing. So that was nice. Sometimes my stepson will just watch me do this. I like it though, because what he'll do is he'll pick up a piece of paper, and he'll do these too. He can't sit there for very long watching me do it. Most 9-year-olds don't have. He's about to turn 10. I can't believe it. But most 9-year-olds don't have the best attention span in the world. But he'll sit there and he'll watch me do this, and all of a sudden he'll grab a piece of paper or a pen or something and start doodling away. He might not draw a mandala, but which is fine. I mean, he should be able to draw whatever the hell he wants, right? Sometimes he'll just start doodling, drawing. Sometimes it'll be something nonsensical. But I like that. I like that he'll watch me do this, and he'll start being inspired to start creating something too. So, let me see. I was thinking, I could probably sit here and do this I could probably fill up the whole page. It would take me a little while, because as you get further from the center, you make less and less progress. Your progress becomes more incremental. Because they're like onions, right? Oh wow, I see. I did that differently, but that's okay. But yeah, as you get from the center, the layers start getting bigger and thicker. So it takes you longer to fill them. And so it's really easy to get discouraged and think like, oh my goodness, this is taking forever. You don't have to fill up the whole page. As tempting as it is to fill up the whole page, you don't have to fill up the whole page. I do have mandalas that I will be showing you that I've done with the same, I guess, technique. It makes it sound so official. That where I have filled up almost the entire page. Some really detailed ones. But again, it's not something you have to do. And you can always come back to this later, too. Because if you just feel like you've kind of run out of creative juices, because right now I can tell you I feel like I've run out of creative juices, and unfortunately I can't do this all day. But you can always walk away from this and come back later. So, this is the mandala that I've done so far. You can, of course, extend it out. You can do different things. I really like I said, using graph paper. These are my favorite pens ever, and this might just not be a drawing suggestion, but an interpreting suggestion as well. This is, let me see, can I put it on the camera? Yes. Oh, well, doesn't want to focus. Focus. Will you focus, please? Okay. So these are the Bic Energel pens. Excuse me, Pentel. Well, Pentel is Bic, but whatever. Energel pens. And this is the 0.5. You can't even see it. It's so teeny tiny. But these are the 0.5s. And I really like these not only for doodling, but also interpreting, where if I'm doing consecutive interpreting, because I unfortunately broke my thumb years ago, and my hand gets very tired very easily. So this just kind of, I'm not going to ruin my mandala here, but this just kind of glides over the page, which is nice. Actually, what I can do on this is I think I'll post a link in the video description of these pens, because I have them on like my, oh, there it is, needle tip 0.5. I actually have these like on in my Amazon cart, just sitting there for whenever I need to reorder them again. I order them in like packs of 30. And you can also get the replacement, the refills. And it's much less expensive. Of course, it's more eco-friendly. They come in these little individual packs. And this is like a big pack of refills. And we're still going through them. So, highly recommend them. So yeah, that's very basic. Close my desk door. Very basic how to draw a mandala. Thank you for watching if you've watched to the end.